Welcome, brave viewers, to a journey into one of America's most chilling and unforgettable haunted destinations. Nestled in the misty hills of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel stands tall in all its Victorian splendor. But don't be fooled by its grand limestone exterior and elegant charm, because what lies within has terrified guests for generations. Welcome to America's most haunted hotel. Built in 1886, the Crescent has worn many faces: luxury resort, girls' school, and even a fraudulent cancer hospital. But through it all, one thing has remained: the restless spirits that refuse to leave. From ghostly nurses roaming the hallways to phantom patients who never survived their treatments, the hotel is a hotbed of paranormal activity. And if you're thinking of spending the night, beware the hour of 3 a.m. That's when lights flicker, doors creak open on their own, and voices whisper your name from the shadows. Some say if you wake up at that hour in the Crescent, you may not be alone. So grab your flashlight, keep your courage close, and join us as we explore the haunted halls of the Crescent Hotel. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep too early. Originally built as a luxury resort for the wealthy, the Crescent Hotel quickly gained a reputation for its stunning architecture, sweeping mountain views, and serene setting. But financial difficulties and management changes eventually led to its transformation into various other establishments, including a college for young women. However, it wasn't until the late 1930s that the hotel took a much darker turn. A man named Norman G. Baker, a charlatan and self-proclaimed doctor with no medical training, bought the Crescent Hotel and converted it into the Baker Cancer Hospital. Baker wore all white to appear scientific and promoted his hospital as a cure-all for cancer. Desperate and dying patients came from all over the country, clinging to the hope he offered. But there were no cures. Instead, there were unspeakable experiments, toxic injections, and heartless exploitation of the ill and dying. Many patients perished within those walls, and their spirits, some say, never left. Since its reopening as a hotel in the late 20th century, paranormal activity has been frequently reported. From ghost tours to TV documentaries, the Crescent Hotel has become a beacon for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. The most terrifying report, however, all seem to share one horrifying detail. They happen at 3 a.m. One of the most disturbing and consistently reported apparitions at the Crescent Hotel is that of the nurse in white. Often seen pushing a gurney through the dimly lit hallways, she appears late at night, most often on the 3rd floor, which once served as part of Norman Baker's infamous cancer hospital. Guests have described hearing the unmistakable squeak of old metal wheels echoing down the corridors, followed by muffled cries and whispers that seem to come from nowhere. But something shifts precisely at 3 a.m. That's when the nurse appears not in the hallway, but at the foot of the bed. Witnesses describe her as pale, dressed in a starched white uniform, her face blank and unreadable. Some guests awaken to find her standing motionless, staring down at them. Others claim she leans in close and whispers chilling phrases into their ear. "You shouldn't be here. He lied to all of us. You can't leave." Even more terrifying, many report being paralyzed, unable to move or cry out until she vanishes as silently as she came. Whether she's a residual haunting or something darker, one thing is certain: when the nurse visits at 3 a.m., sleep becomes a dangerous thing. Perhaps the most haunted room in the entire Crescent Hotel is room 218. According to legend, it was once the workspace or possibly the sleeping quarters of a stonemason named Michael. During the hotel's original construction in the 1880s, Michael reportedly lost his balance and plummeted to his death from the roof, landing near what would become this very room. Since then, his spirit has lingered, known for both mischievous pranks and deeply disturbing behavior. Guests who dare to spend the night in room 218 often report a spine-chilling array of paranormal activity. Lights flickering without explanation. Furniture shifting or rattling violently. Loud knocks or banging from within the walls. Sudden, intense cold spots. Whispering voices coming from inside the closet. But the real horror tends to strike at 3 o'clock and the hotel's witching hour. It's then that things turn violent. Guests have reported being shoved out of bed, hearing deep, guttural growls, or even catching a glimpse of a twisted face in the bathroom mirror, Michael's ghostly grin, staring back at them before vanishing in an instant. Whether prankster or poltergeist, Michael makes room 218 a place where few sleep soundly and some refuse to return. Numerous paranormal groups have investigated the Crescent Hotel, many confirming intense spiritual activity. EMF detectors spike regularly, and EVP sessions have captured ghostly voices crying for help. One infamous recording captured during a 3 a.m. session in room 419, known as Theodora's room, was particularly chilling. A woman's voice can be heard repeating the phrase, "He cut me open." It aligns with stories from guests who have reported dreams of surgical procedures and waking to find inexplicable scratches on their bodies. The hotel's basement, once used as a morgue and autopsy room during Baker's reign, is now used as a laundry and maintenance area. Staff members have long refused to work there alone. Guests who have taken ghost tours say the temperature drops significantly in that area. Strange photos taken near the old freezer doors have shown ghostly figures and orbs. The feeling of being watched is overwhelming. At 3 a.m., this part of the hotel seems to come alive. Cameras malfunction, cell phones die, and shadowy shapes dart just out of sight. Several psychics and mediums have visited the Crescent Hotel, and all echo a similar warning: do not disturb the hour of the dead. One well-known medium claimed that 3 a.m. is when the spiritual energy in the hotel peaks, especially from those who died in agony or under Baker's hands. According to her, waking up at 3 a.m. opens a gateway. They know you're awake. They know you're watching. That makes you vulnerable. A couple on their honeymoon woke up to their TV blaring static at exactly 3 a.m. When they turned it off, the screen flashed a black and white image of a man in a white coat. A solo traveler in room 202 saw the bathtub fill on its own. A voice from the hallway whispered, "Drown the pain." A family on vacation woke to find their daughter missing from bed. They found her sleepwalking toward the morgue, her eyes open but unseeing. When she was brought back to bed, she said, "The lady said I could stay with her forever." The Crescent Hotel is beautiful, historic, and deeply haunted. With its grand Victorian architecture and sweeping views of the Ozark Hills, it lures visitors from around the world. But beneath the charm lies something far darker. Whispers echo through the halls, cold spots appear without cause, and figures from the past seem to roam freely. Guests often come seeking a thrill, a brush with the supernatural. But few are prepared for what truly happens when the clock strikes 3 a.m. That hour, the witching hour, is when the veil thins. The nurse, the stonemason, the voices, they come alive. If you find yourself stirring in the Crescent Hotel at 3 a.m., heed this one warning. Do not open your eyes. Thank you for watching and for stepping into the shadows with us. If you enjoyed this journey into America's most haunted hotel, like, share, and subscribe for more chilling tales. Sleep well if you can.